Greetings and welcome to Points of View. Lately I've run into more reminders that not all boobs are nice to look at, nor are they just the ones that leave stupid comments, cut you off in traffic, or any number of all too common stupidity. In fact, some of the biggest boobs anywhere are the ones in government. You don't think the government has big boobs? Think again. To start off with, I'm sure everybody remembers the great financial meltdown on Wall Street that sent the economy into the toilet so deep that it's only just now beginning to show signs that it might recover. Well, one of the big promises that we kept hearing from all over the place was that Congress was going to do something about the rules that govern how things are done on Wall Street and the financial world in general, so that this kind of disaster could not happen again. Since then, a lot of time has passed, and most of us have moved on to whatever's current in our lives and haven't given the meltdown or those promises much thought since then. Somehow it's no surprise that the huge collection of boobs in Washington have yet to even come close to getting anything done. For example, the Senate is still mired down in political infighting over a financial reform bill that's supposedly aimed at fixing this mess. What's really special about this is that once they do manage to finally get it passed, then it gets to be sent over to the House, where the infighting and backroom dealing will start all over again, as the Senate bill gets merged with the House bill, and it has to survive still more amending and voting. Just to prove that not all governmental boobs are in the U.S. government, I direct your attention to a really special bit of ironic boobery in Argentina. A lawmaker there introduced legislation that would outlaw plagiarism. Personally, I think that while plagiarism is in bad taste and can get you fired, kicked out of school, or possibly even sued for copyright violation, there's no sensible need for it to be illegal. I mean, seriously, aren't copyright laws bad enough by themselves without adding this to them? Anyway, this guy in Argentina introduces a bill to make plagiarism illegal. And in the part of the bill that explains it, he used the first 3 paragraphs of the Spanish-language Wikipedia article on plagiarism. And no, he didn't just rewrite it in his own words. He quoted it verbatim without even so much as a, "Oh, by the way, I got this from Wikipedia," to go along with it. Another case of governmental boobs is in the Transportation Security Administration. You see, they've got a number of programs that are intended to stop terrorists before they can do their thing. One of those programs is in the form of something called behavior detection. The idea is that specially trained TSA employees positioned at airports look for facial expressions and body language that is supposed to let them spot a potential terrorist before they get on a plane. There's like 3,000 of these people working at 161 U.S. airports. In 2009, this program cost the taxpayers almost $200 million. And this year, the TSA wants another $20 million to expand the program. Now, this sounds like they're really trying to stay on the ball, doesn't it? The sad truth is, the program has never caught a single terrorist or terrorist wannabe. In fact, the Government Accountability Office has identified at least 16 people who were later accused of being involved in terrorist plans that flew 23 times since 2004, and not one of them was ever stopped by the TSA's behavior detection officers working in airports in question. Somebody please tell me again why this program is worth over $200 million. And now for a quick break from the serious stuff to wash the duh out of my brain. I was doing some random surfing earlier this week and ran into something that, while I can see why a lot of people will think it's a good idea, I don't believe it's going to make a very big splash in the fashion world, and that is the bacon bra. That's right. The bra that the girl in this picture is wearing is made entirely of bacon. Kinda gives you a whole new outlook on breakfast, doesn't it? The Boob of the Week award goes to the idiots in New York City government that gave the okay for a mosque near Ground Zero. That's right, a mosque. A group called the American Society for Muslim Advancement and another Islamic group called the Cordoba Initiative have plans to build a $100 million 13-story Islamic cultural center/mosque in the old Burlington Coat Factory building, which was damaged in the 9/11 attack, only 2 blocks from Ground Zero. As if that wasn't enough, they're planning to open this thing on September 11, 2011, exactly 10 years to the day after 9/11. This has got to be the biggest example of insensitivity and pure gall that I've heard of in a long time. Understandably, many New Yorkers are furious over the idea. Imagine if after World War II the Japanese tried to open a cultural center near Pearl Harbor. They would have been stopped in a heartbeat. This too needs to be stopped. To permit this thing, regardless of the intentions of those building it, is to disgrace the memory of 3,000 innocent Americans who were murdered by Islamic terrorists in the 9/11 attack. And before anyone says it, I know all about the claims that Islam is a religion of peace. And every time I hear that, I remember watching the towers fall and think, yeah, right. That's my point of view. Thanks for watching.